So this week I have been talking about lead magnets. I've decided I'm going to try to focus on a theme every week, and maybe that will help all of us get a little more organized in our business. So lead magnets. What I wanted to talk about today, just a quick little jump in here to talk about how do you organize all your lead magnets? Do you have more than one lead magnet? Are you doing anything to track how those are working for you? So I just want to talk a little bit about the lead magnets, and I keep looking to the side just in case you wonder. I'm just looking at my notes. All right. So, we all probably know this, right? But the purpose of a lead magnet, right, is to draw in those leads. So if we don't have leads coming into our business, guess what? We don't have a business. And even if you were a brick and mortar, you're still doing some lead gen work. You might put that sign out front saying, hey, there's a special sale, or you might advertise on the radio, billboard, you name it. But if you're in business, you have to do some kind of lead generation. And so in the online space, a lot of times we hear that it is a lead magnet because it's drawing people to you and your business and the solution that you have to offer, right? And this week in the group, I'm encouraging people, if you want to post your lead magnet, if you want me to take a look at it and get my red pin out and see if there's anything that you might want to improve on it, I'm always happy to do that. All right. So it's important to have an arsenal of lead magnets in your business. And I was thinking today, what kind of lead magnets are there? Well, the most common one is this little PDF that you get, right? What's even juicier is if you get a PDF that's editable. And remind me sometime I know I've done videos in the past, but I'll do a quick little video on how easy it is to create your PDF so that people can actually just get in. And when I say edit, not your design, but they can go in, jump in, and, type in the boxes. There's just something very satisfying, I think, about that. So remind me and I'll do a video on that. So what kind of lead magnets can you create? I'm going to just list off some. And in the comments, let me know what type of lead magnet do you offer, or if you can think of any other ones. So checklists, people love checklists, PDFs, a mini video training series. And you could have that like on a link, or you could actually send it in their email, a series of 5, one every day or something. How about a special private podcast episode that's only available for people that sign up to, opt in for that? It might be something like some kind of affirmations. Maybe you have affirmation cards, or again, podcast, audio, things like that. And we all love templates, right? Any kind of template is really juicy and awesome. We love those. And I just recently was part of a booster bundle giveaway, and I gave away a Trello board. Now, if you're a Trello fan or a Asana fan, any tool like that, if you can create something that you can share for free, people eat it up. They love it. I've had a lot of success on people opting in for that. Worksheets. Now, here is a great idea. Share the worksheets of your paid product, because without your training, the worksheets really, they might accomplish the job, but usually there's a lot of holes. But see the beauty of that? You don't have to spend a lot of time, and it's whetting the appetite. People are like, wow, this is really great. What else do you have? Yes, I want to sign up for the training, or whatever it is. Okay. Another lead magnet, you might have a series of I don't know, like an email nurturing sequence, maybe the first 3 emails to send out, if you're a copywriter or something like that. Okay. If you're a funnel builder or into automations, you could share like an automation flow with somebody. images if you're into photography or even like digital creative and you create all kinds of little images. You could share those as lead magnet options. And of course, we have the ebook and then quizzes. We don't sometimes think about a quiz, but a quiz is a great lead magnet option. All right. So those are just a few things that I thought of. Any other ideas? Let me know in the comments. What kind of lead magnet are you sharing with people? And can you think of any other ideas? All right. Now, the other thing I was going to talk about just briefly is when you go to create your lead magnet. I'm all about easy. I'm all about systems. I'm all about how can we speed up the process. So always look to make some kind of a system or a template. And then you just reuse it. You know, you could change the colors, you could change the cover page, but the format is the same. So then just think about how much time you'll save. You don't have to go through and add like your footer information on every page and all of that kind of stuff. All right. So look for ways that you can systematize creating your lead magnets. And then the other thing is reuse your content. So maybe your content just needs to have a little refresh to it. You could do that. Or maybe you want to combine some things together. I tell people it's like going into your kitchen, dragging everything out inside of the refrigerator and the pantry and the cupboards and see what you can mix up and see what you can reuse as you're creating your lead magnet. And then just another quick little tip, when you're creating things, always use some kind of a naming scheme or structure. And again, it'll just make the whole process go easier. You don't have to spend a lot of time thinking about what you want to name it, where you want to file it, and all of that kind of stuff. All right. So somebody, and I'm sorry, I can't see the names, but somebody mentioned that you're finishing up your lead magnet using 3 questions to ask your teen to see if they are ready for college. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. And I mean, that's great because it'll start stimulating some discussion and kind of get the wheels going. So that's good. I like that. All right. Now, the next thing that I just wanted to briefly talk about was how do you organize your assets? Now, when we use the word asset, in case you're not familiar with it, what are we talking about? It's anything that you use in your business. Sometimes we think of the big picture things like your funnel is an asset, all that kind of stuff. But anything that you create really becomes an asset for your business. So if you have certain images that you've purchased or you've taken, those are assets. Your lead magnets are definitely assets for your business. So how do you keep them organized? Now, let me see if this is going to work. Let me see. Oh, I think it did. So here's a little sample. I'm just going to look on my phone. I don't know. I can never see like what's happening live. So I'll just have to trust the process here. So hopefully you can see this. I'm going to hop over to that screen for a second, just so I can point to it. One thing that I've done just to kind of help me keep things straight is I just create a little spreadsheet and I have the opt-in link for that. So if somebody's running something, like these Facebook groups that allow you to post a freebie or whatever, I can just come to the spreadsheet and grab the link. Here's the name so that I know what I called it. And what I recently started doing is keeping a thumbnail picture because my brain, I just can't remember things like I used to. And so it's nice to be able to see kind of a quick little snapshot of some of my lead magnets. All right. Is that making, hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Just a simple little spreadsheet. The other thing is, come back here. The other thing that I do is I also create a Google Doc or a Word doc, and I keep all of the emails in one document that I follow up with that lead magnet. And some of the information might be similar to your different lead magnets. Now, here's something that I want you to pay attention to. If you're switching up your lead magnets a lot, and you have a fairly warm audience where people are signing up for, you don't want to send the same message over and over again, right? But if somebody does sign up for one of your lead magnets, you should at least send them 2 or 3 emails before you kind of bring them into your regular list. So by having a separate document that has all of the emails, email 1, 2, 3, and so forth, I can just quickly look at that, and parts of it I could just reuse. Okay, so if I looked at the campaign that I did for the funnel checklist, the little Trello checklist, next month, if I create something that's a little different, I'll just go back and look, so that I'm saying something different. But again, there's certain pieces of the text maybe that you repeat over and over again. So is that making sense? Yes. Yeah. And thank you. Yep. Somebody said a picture makes it faster to find it. Yes. So much so. And I started because, quite honestly, people aren't going to take the opt-in from one and compare it to your next one So I just started using a template for most of my lead magnets, and I'll change the color. Most of us have at least 2 or 3 colors in our brand palette. So the color kind of helps me remember, oh yeah, that one had kind of the red background, that one has the dark blue, that one has the yellow, and so forth. But then just seeing that snapshot. And sometimes too, I'll have lead magnets. Remember when I said to kind of resurrect some of these things, these assets that you have? It's like going into our closet, especially at the change of seasons, and we pull out a top and it's like, oh, I've forgotten about this top. I really like this top. It's the same thing with our lead magnet. So we could kind of retire things for a few months and then bring it back again. Because remember, your audience is constantly changing, right? And especially with social media, the algorithms and stuff. So don't feel like that you've got just that people are sick of seeing this, because chances are the people that have seen it today, next week, they will have never seen it. Right. And then, yes, the question, do you ever share your lead magnets on your website? Absolutely. And that's a good reminder for me, because I like to freshen it up, and I've had a lead magnet on my website too long. So today or tomorrow, I'm going to go run over there and switch it out. And again, by having that little spreadsheet, super easy. You can just, the link is there. You can just embed the picture and all of that kind of stuff, and you're good to go. All right. So I hope that's giving you some ideas on how to use and organize your lead magnets. And I'm going to do a little commercial break here. I am running a live workshop next Thursday. It is a paid workshop. Trust me, if you've ever been to any of my workshops, you will get like 4 times the value of what you put into this. I think it's $47. We're going to spend 90 minutes together. The really exciting thing, I have some frameworks that I'm going to share with you to help you quickly be able to put together a lead magnet that is going to really get to the core problem that your ideal client is struggling with. And you'll be able to put together something. The goal is, at the end of our 90 minutes together, you will have at least version 1 of this new lead magnet put together, and we are going to put it out there. Yes. That's the goal. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you'll be able to join me. And if you hesitate because it's live and the time differences and all that kind of stuff, yes, the video recordings will be available. You'll have access to those as long as I'm alive, I guess, or that I keep that product alive. And also, I always provide audio also. And there'll be a lot of other juicy little guides and templates and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you can join me. I'll put details below on that. And if you have questions or comments, if you want me to put my eyeballs on your lead magnet and give you some feedback, happy to do that also. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.